Welcome to the mothers of the believers. And in this series, inshallah, we're going to start talking about the wives of the Prophet ﷺ, or the mothers of the believers in detail, inshallah. Now, there are many reasons we want to do this. One of them is that people, and very few people, know the names of the mothers of the believers. So think to yourself now, can you name all 11 wives of the Prophet ﷺ? If you cannot, then that is one of the main reasons we would like to discuss their lives in detail. So she was born in 15 before the year of the elephant, known as Khadija, the daughter of Khuwaylid, Khuwaylid himself, the son of Asad, who is the son of Abdul Uzza, who is the son of Qusay ibn Kilab. And her lineage met with that of the Prophet ﷺ at Qusay ibn Kilab. And there they had a baby boy named Abdul Rahman. They called him Abdul Rahman. And they returned from Abyssinia, and when they returned, her husband, Sakran ibn Amr, he died in Mecca, just when they came back from Abyssinia. So she said, she couldn't think of the name of Yaqub alayhi salam. She said, the father of Yusuf alayhi salam.
فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيلٌ وَاللَّهُ الْمُسْتَعَانُ عَلَى مَا تَصِفُونَ.
So she says, for me, a good patience is most befitting against that which you assert, and it is Allah whose help can be sought. She says, then I turned away and lay on my bed, and at that time I knew that I was innocent and that Allah would reveal my innocence. And basically this was the Mus'haf, what is known as the Mus'haf of Hafsa. Mus'haf, basically, the word Mus'haf refers obviously to the Quran, that's entirely in Arabic. And the Quran, as you well know, in the beginning it was mostly preserved in the hearts of people. Parts were written on like the shoulder blades of animals, parts were written on animal skins, but it was never gathered together in one bind, like together in one book. And she says, we did this every day until we reached Medina. So every day he would behave with this excellent manners. She says, when we reached a village near Quba, about 2 miles from Medina, belonging to Bani Amr ibn Auf, he said, meaning Uthman ibn Talha, he said, your husband is in this village. Enter with the blessings of Allah. And then he turned around and he headed back to Mecca. Subhanallah. So what an excellent man. And he was moved by these feelings of chivalry. And this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, you don't come extremely early and just sit there all the time while they're, and then you enter when you're given permission to enter, and then you disperse after eating. And then continuing on with the ayat,
إِنَّ ذَلِكُمْ كَانَ يُؤْذِي النَّبِيَّ فَيَسْتَحْيِي مِنكُمْ وَاللَّهُ لَا يَسْتَحْيِي مِنَ الْحَقِّ.
If you do that, it causes injury to the Prophet, though he is too, meaning too shy maybe, or too bashful to tell you, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not reticent with the truth. And when you ask his wives for something, and this is where the ayah of hijab, or the part of hijab comes in. So now her allegiance was with Allah Azza wa Jal and His Messenger. And that allegiance, especially in a time when there's war against the enemy, she's not going to look at the family ties and take precedence over the allegiance to Allah and His Messenger. And so but I hope you really enjoyed this series as much as I have to learn about the mothers of the believers. And I hope you'll take this as just step one and learn and read more about the mothers of the believers. I'd like to thank you very much for joining me for this series.